We don't have places to put them. We don't have enough shelter space here. There are plenty of other cities where, if he's going to send people, they could be sent. But no, he's choosing only Democratic states, Democratic cities.
In 2021, this was a press release from the governor's office himself saying this. Governor J.B. Pritzker today signed 4 bills into law, legislation expanding protections for immigrants and refugee communities and further establishing Illinois as the most welcoming state in the nation. This is coming from the governor's office himself, the same guy that said, I can't believe the Texas governor is sending people to our state. Even though you said in legislation, please send people to our state. That's how I read that. And maybe you're just saying, well, if you are going to end up here, then we will welcome you with open arms. That doesn't necessarily mean send people to the state. Okay, well, fine. Now we're playing semantics here. The bottom line is he himself signed 4 different bills and then put a press release out that stated we're the most welcoming state in the nation, and now is complaining about being called out on the fact that, well, maybe they're not as welcoming as they might think. Now, the reason I think this is important from a political standpoint is that Democrats running these big blue states that are sanctuary states and so welcoming get credit for the nice things that they say. And if you're going to get credit for the nice things that you say, you have to face the repercussions of what that policy brings you. And if that policy that is crafted around nice sounding things and you get credit for that, you also deserve consequences for how bad that policy is and how bad it is for your people. If there weren't any advantages to saying this sort of nonsense, they wouldn't say it. But there is. There's a political advantageous feature that comes with being, like JB says, the most welcoming state in the nation. Fine, you're allowed to say that. You're allowed to craft policy that makes you that, if that's what you want to be. And at the same time, if that brings pretty bad consequences to your constituents, your state, guess what? You took the advantage by saying the nice things and crafting the nice policies. Now you have to reap what you sowed. Just how the world works. I'm going to continue with this statement issued by the governor himself. The new laws strengthen the Trust Act and make Illinois the 2nd state in the nation to require local officials to end partnerships with ICE. Now, if you're not hip to the whole sanctuary thing, sanctuary cities and sanctuary states basically said, all right, our local law enforcement at a city level or at a county level or at a state level no longer will notify the immigration people at the federal government level when we have somebody in their custody. If the federal immigration asks the Chicago PD or wherever that is a sanctuary city, hey, do you have so-and-so? He's here illegally. He's been charged with a bunch of stuff. They will say nothing. Exactly. That's what sanctuary status means. And in this press release, Pritzker is bragging about that. The 2nd state in the nation to require local law officials to end partnerships with ICE.